Serial killers you might not know about, Part 6. Melvin Chelsea Carr. Melvin was not only an idiot, but he was vile. Throughout his life, he was in and out of jail, everything from fraud to assault. Starting at 18 until his death in 1977, almost every time he was let out on bail, he would only get a slap on his wrist, slipping through the cracks and never truly giving justice to his victims. He constantly would lie and con people out of things, assault women and girls, and even ended the lives of multiple people. He was gross. 1933, he was arrested, but 1946, arrested for fraud. 1947, Melvin came across two hitchhikers named Robert and Betty. When he picked them up, he promised all this stuff, only to lie to them. Eventually, he pulled over, handcuffed Robert to a trailer he was hauling, assaulted Betty, and beat both with an end of a gun. After he left them stranded there, Robert and Betty tracked down police and identified Melvin. Once again, he was let out on bail and never got in any trouble for it due to them not being able to track down Robert and Betty years later. In 1948, he was back in jail for housing fraud. Melvin, in 1949, once again, stole a car and was in prison, but this time for 5 years. In 1961, he assaulted a lady, but charges didn't stick. In 1970, he conned an elderly couple out of their life savings. In late 1970, he became friends with a family that had a 14-year-old daughter. Convincing the family he was helping the daughter with going to a private school, he drove the girl to Mexico and assaulted her along the way. The girl finally found out what was going on and demanded to go home. Melvin, being the piece of crap he is, gave her a plane ticket to meet up with him at not only a different date, but in a different state. The girl felt icky about it and told her friend. So when Melvin went to meet up with the girl at the airport, the police were waiting, and for that, he spent 5 years in prison. Around this time, he was also accused of assaulting another girl and actually hired a hitman in jail to end the lives of this girl, an elderly lady, and 2 officers. It's this next thing, though, that most people know Melvin for. Around 4 a.m. on April 20th, 1977, Carr's wife Harriet entered the garage of their home and discovered Melvin dead on the floor, with 3 people dead in the trunk of his car. Sandra Harris, age 17, Karen Mills, age 24, and Robert Mills, Jr., who was Karen's son, was 2 years old. It was determined that Carr had kidnapped them at gunpoint the night prior, assaulted Sandra and Karen, then gassed the 3 with a hose connected from the exhaust pipe to the trunk. Melvin, upon opening the trunk and holding a handkerchief to his face, accidentally died to the same carbon monoxide he killed his victims with. Police said that Carr had been dating Karen. Because of this, law enforcement finally looked more into Melvin and into other deaths in the area, along with anywhere Melvin had been. His wife Harriet refused to let them search or dig up anywhere near their house. They think he was involved in many others, including the disappearance of Lois Williams, who was 35, and her daughter Karen, who was 17, who went missing on the night of January 25th or 26th in 1967. May his victims be at peace and their families have some sort of closure. Until next time, sleep well.